Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be talking about scholarship again. I made another video which was talking about the procedure of application of CSC scholarship. I highly suggest you guys to watch that video first before you come to watch this one, because that one will give you more additional information, more basic information that will help you to understand about scholarship. And then later on come and watch this video. So don't keep this information to yourself. Share this video to your friend, your family, if you found it useful. Okay, so to get started, if you're looking for let's say to study in China or a scholarship, there are so many type of scholarship that are provided, and China is offering so many scholarship for international students who want to study graduate program or undergraduate. To get or to obtain the admission into Chinese university, you have to put in mind there are some information that you have to first of all have in you that may help you to start this procedure. Okay, there are more than 3,000 universities that are giving scholarship, different kind of scholarship. Okay, so among them there are some scholarship that are provided by Chinese government. There are also scholarship for Chinese university. I also made another video about how to apply for Chinese university. I think the link is just in the right corner. Check out this video, it's really going to help you a lot. There are two main types of scholarship. There is a Chinese government scholarship and there is also the Confucius Institute scholarship. Before we go deep in this, let's just remind people about the application period, because most of them, when they're applying for scholarship, they don't even know when it starts and when it may end. Okay, so when you're going to apply for scholarship in China, you have to bear in mind that the application period is very limited. So to obtain a Chinese government scholarship, you have to apply from early January to early April. Okay, this is just a short period, January to April. Okay, but you should also check with your embassy, because the Chinese government scholarship may be applied online or also via the embassy. Okay, so you have to check with your embassy when it may start, or with you go straight in the website or Chinese website to check what's the period of application of that scholarship. Okay, I think this is really important to know before you start your application. The local government scholarship, which are also another part of Chinese government scholarship, each of the local government scholarship has its own details. Okay, so application is open all year, of course, for some of them, because it depends. You have just to get the information in of that scholarship. You have to check out with the university, because they always post some information about the new scholarship that are coming. So you have to check it out. Okay, when you're applying for CSC scholarship, it always starts early January to early April. You also have to check information to your embassy in your home country to know when it may start, because some university, they don't have like the same period of application. It may start maybe in February, it may end in May sometime. The notification is around May and June. Okay, some applicants may receive the information very late, around July or August. So don't worry guys, if your friend have received the notification and yours is still coming. So check first of all with your embassy to make sure that there are some also applications that may come very late. Okay, so when we're talking about the local government scholarship, which are also another part of Chinese government scholarship, the notification comes from May to September. Okay, and when you talk about the Confucius Institute scholarship, it's open all year round, and the result should be announced within 45 working days. Okay, and after the application materials have been submitted and confirmed, the Chinese government scholarship initiative was taken by the Chinese government to promote culture, trade, exchange, and also cooperation and mutual understanding between other countries and China. So every year, Chinese universities are awarding Chinese government scholarship. The CSE scholarship is now open to bachelor, master's, and doctorate degree program in various universities, and the CSE scholarship is offered in over 245 universities every year. An online application for the CSE scholarship is really a mandatory requirement, okay? Whereas an applicant of the CSE scholarship is also required to submit another university admission applicant to the university, okay? We talk about it later. So after that, the CSE applicant has to submit, you have to submit, okay, both CSE scholarship application form and university application form directly to the university to process the application. Please, I beg, this is really important, okay? When you are applying for the CSE scholarship online, you have first of all to fill on the CSE scholarship website all the information, okay? After you get the PDF of that application form, then you have to go straight to the university where you want to go to, and then do the same. They have their own application for CSE scholarship. Fill that form again, and after that, when you collect the two application form, then go to the same university, submit them. People may ask so many questions. So what are the benefits of this scholarship? What can we do with this scholarship? This scholarship may give you some benefits. First of all, for those who are doing bachelor degree, they get 2,500 renminbi. This is the Chinese currency. And for those who are doing a master degree, they are getting 3,000 renminbi, and the PhD they are getting 3,500 renminbi. Apart the fact that they also have free accommodation, everything is free, so that is the benefit of also this scholarship. While applying for CSE scholarship, which is usually a fully funded scholarship, okay guys, please bear in mind that the acceptance letter or the invitation letter or a Chinese government, a Chinese university, whatever they might do, this is really optional. You have to follow 15 steps for you to get a scholarship, okay? This is really important. So first of all, you have to find the university offering CSE scholarship. That is the first thing. When you find that university, then the second thing you have to do is to find the CSE scholarship website of university. You have to create an account on China Scholarship Council website. That is it. 4, you have to fill the CSE scholarship on an application form. 5, you have to select, I say you have to select category B. This is for online application, okay, for those who are doing an online application. And 6, you have to select university name and fill agency number of that university. Okay, for this I will put a link below that is going to direct you straight to the agency number and some university in China that are providing CSE scholarship. 7, submit the CSE scholarship form and download the PDF. When you finish to fill the form, submit and download the PDF, okay? 8, attach all the required documents with the CSE scholarship PDF form. 9, check if university require separate admission application or not. 10, if admission application required, then fill university form and download. 11, check if university require an application fee or not. 12, submit application fee if required. 13, attach admission application document and CSE scholarship PDF form and make 2 sets and send on university address. 15, wait for the CSE scholarship result. So guys, when you do this, you are done. You are waiting for the reward. You are waiting for the scholarship. Yeah, surely it's gonna be given to you, okay? So if you like this video, guys, as we are at the end of this video, I really suggest you share. Don't keep this information to yourself. It may be useful to somebody out there. They are waiting for a scholarship. They don't have money, but they want to study. So give them this information that may help them to study abroad in China. Okay, so guys, as I'm at the end of this video, I will just say 再见 and see you in my next one. Bye bye.